Hi Internet, in this video I will be going over my 2026 no-buy plan as well as my project plan for the year. So they are meant to go hand in hand. Um, so I want to go over my binder really quickly. So a lot of people tend to have planners, um, little calendar books like this, and yeah, just various ways of journaling and planning. I recently discovered that I really like a good old fashioned school supplies binder. Okay, so I picked this up on Amazon and it has a lot of cool features. So it has the holes that you can pull on the back, and it's also very compact. So there's like these two hinges here that kind of just put the binder cover together. I added a keychain to the back to make it more girly, and why not? So in the front, are some highlighters, pens. So I have my Friction pen, my Sharpie S gel pen, and my Pilot Friction, I think they're Friction, highlighters. Here it reads, hello January. So I'm going to update that for February. I'm kind of all over the place. But yeah, I thought this was a really pretty image. So I did want to also put together pretty pictures that are like motivational. So like this one reads, today I will focus on what I can control. And I wanted to stick with the pink and white striped theme. So that's just a woman sitting in her office. To me, this resembles hard work and consistency. Make yourself a priority. Again, a lot of pink and white stripes. And then this one is, today is your day to start. So another productivity message. So productivity and rest, I think those are super important. Some more pink and white. So these read, Monday, time to plant your dreams and grow. And then this one is, create a calming space, take some deep breaths, and know you are going to get through this. So yeah, just a lot of motivational. I'm not going to go through all of them, but so this one, it has to do with shopping my closet, and then more rest, more productivity, just positive vibes. Okay, now the juicy parts. So I have my no-buy plan and my project plan. I wanted this one to have black ink because the no-buy plan is a little more serious to me than the project pan, but they are supposed to go hand in hand. And then here I just have song lyrics and things that I like. And then in the back are lists that I've been making of like positive purchases that I made in 2025, as well as purchases that have not served me as much as I wanted them to. So yeah, there's a lot of pink loose leaf paper here. Pink, pink, pink. That is the name of the game. So for my no-buy, I want to hold myself accountable, which is why I'm making these videos. So my motivation is healthier coping strategies, appreciating what I have by actually using it, clean the space a little bit more, and then regain time and energy for my actual mental and physical needs, right? So sometimes when I am going for a new perfume or wanting to sample a new perfume, this is just an example, I find myself wanting something else instead. What I really want is novelty, or something, a scent that's therapeutic, like lavender or something. So yeah, a lot of times when we buy something, it's not the product we're buying, it's what it can do for us. And a lot of the things that I want and search for are things that I already have in front of me. So next section is optional replacements when things run out. So I put beauty and stationery. Those two are really important to me. But it has to be that everything ran out. So like once I finish up all my concealers, which I think I have like 2.5 or maybe 2 full-sized bottles in total. So I don't want to buy any more concealers until all of that one category is done. And then beauty, so anything else that falls under beauty, like special shampoo, nail supplies, but everything has to run out in that category. Stationery, so like if I run out of a black ink pen, I can just replace it. But I can't have any other black ink pens. So I will need to finish everything in that category. And then I put healthier coping strategies. So these are just some examples. I can play games. I can reorganize my space. I can read my books. I can play with my makeup and my stationery. Okay. And then I have a contingency plan here. So I put low effort activities for when I don't have the energy to do simple things like exercise, play video games, whatever, things that are healthy coping strategies. So low effort activities would be coloring, or watching like funny movies or shows, right? Just something more positive and just something more positive and happy, but doesn't require a lot of effort. And then I also have Reddit here. So there are certain subreddits that I am using as motivation, such as the No Buy and Project Pan subreddits. And then the UFYH subreddit as well. If you know, you know. I also put stop using credit cards. Credit cards are designed for impulsiveness. Debit cards come with more risk, which means more selective shopping. So I already removed my credit card from a lot of different platforms. I've deleted certain platforms. There were certain things I ended in December too. And then for the exit plan, because this is important, for the year of 2027, I want to limit on frivolous purchases, and that's going to be a monetary amount, TBD. And then potential obstacles, I like to treat myself. There's going to be new releases, mental health challenges, so stress. Sometimes the stress from work or other external things will stress me out, and for some reason I gravitate towards novelty. And then also I've used decluttering as a loophole to replace things. So that's pretty common with people who chronically declutter. It's that they're constantly like buying things to replace what they have. So I don't want to use decluttering as a loophole. And I'm going to talk more about Project Pan in just a moment. But I really want to hold myself accountable. I was debating on whether or not to make this video public, but here I am. To stop over shopping, here is what I need to change in my life. So add novelty or discovery. So that's knowledge, music, and art that I can color in. Things to look forward to. So instead of looking forward to a special package from Japan that might arrive in a month, instead I'll be excited about an experience like playing mini golf with my partner. And then there's improve feelings. So, feelings, thought patterns, things like that. Stop neglecting my body's needs. So instead of scrolling, I should go to sleep, that kind of thing. Um, Experiment or customize. So mixing things together. I noticed that is not only really, really fun to customize and to experiment with my things, but it's the novelty too. So like, for example, building out this binder was actually really beneficial to me. Use what I have. Okay, so basically use what I have to feel like feminine or pretty or like put together. Because a lot of times when I am shopping for something in the beauty category, it's because I want to feel a certain way, but I already have things that can make me feel that way. Oh, and I can still have a curated collection. So, one out and one in. I was going to write one in, one out, but something needs to leave first before I can replace it. So this is Project Pan 2026. So my motivation with this is to help me with my no buy challenge. My things make me happy, have a smaller collection to reduce clutter and decision fatigue. Goals give me something to look forward to. Use products before they expire. I have a couple lotions that I've had for like a week. I'm sorry, I've had for like a year and I haven't used them yet. And then also talking about my things is fun. I enjoy making content for my channel. And my channel is taking a very different turn. But yeah, this is my digital diary. This is a space where I'm allowing myself to be public about certain things. So this is going to be one of those things that's extremely personal, this Project Pan and No Buy Plan, but it's to hold me accountable and potentially maybe inspire one of you guys out there. And if there's anything you relate to, I'd love to hear in the comments. Okay, and then for tracking, how am I going to track my Project Pan? So I would like to do a monthly update for my public channel, and I also want to collect empties in one place. So basically keep garbage in this room for a month before getting rid of it. And then I have replacements, so beauty and stationery, but only if it's the last in the items category. Example, finishing all my concealers. Basic needs need backup when running low. So for example, I have a bottle of Listerine. I don't want to wait until that finishes to buy another one because that's something I use every day. So when there's like maybe 20% left of an essential, I can go ahead and get one more. Oh, and then upgrades can happen in any category, but the items still need to be panned. So for example, I have a bronzer that's lower quality. In order for me to upgrade that, finances have to be good, but also I have to completely finish that palette, the bronzer palette, in order to upgrade it to something a little more luxe, a little more beautiful, easy to hold, easy to use, better formula, blah, blah, blah. I want to use what I have. And then I put use debit card or cash to buy. I think that will limit the amount of temptation. Credit cards are safer. You can get your money back. If maybe the website you bought something on is, risky, or, information gets leaked, which kind of encourages me to use my credit card more. And I don't want to borrow money from myself anymore. So, and I do have a contingency plan for the Project Pan plan for 2026. So there is a boredom or frustration that comes with panning products, and then on top of that, doing a no buy. So this is going to be, again, part of the contingency plan. Regularly clean and organize the things that I have. Make a video expressing my frustrations and what I would rather use instead, or what I'm going to use next. So basically have a space for my feelings to live. Change the environment with music or switching locations. Like I don't have to apply lotion or makeup in the same room. Project plan subreddits for support. Again, leaning heavily on other people's experiences, tips, advice. backgrounds, things like that, experience mainly, because this is my first time doing either of these. And then Pinterest things that I can actually replace. So that includes maybe bronzer, or maybe my nails, things like that. And then I have another section, gifts or free products. So I'll accept them. I'll accept them. So I'll be thankful. But if it's an item that I'm not going to use or I don't like it, I will declutter it. And then this project plan will not include gifts or free products. So if a company sends me something, I will not include it in the project pan. How to stay consistent in panning. So these are guidelines to help me stay consistent. Allow myself to use a little of the product on low energy days. There's going to be days where I don't feel like wearing makeup. Like today, I just have lip gloss. And I'm allowing myself to use a little bit if I want to. So the same goes with lotion. I don't have to use lotion every day, or I can allow myself to use a little bit of lotion, and that could be enough for today. So I don't want to force myself to finish up products on days where I just don't feel well or whatever. So a little is okay. And then the next one is remember reasons for no buy year. So for me to stay consistent in panning, I have to remember that it's because I'm on a no buy year. I'm not allowed to buy anything new, so I have to use what I have. Use most products earlier in the day since I have the most energy. And then the other side of that is avoid lotions and perfumes on my upper half before bed. For some reason, the scent of perfumes and lotions, the textures, I don't know what it is, but when I put anything like that around like my torso, my wrists, whatever, I notice it just like gives me a headache in the evenings, or like right when I'm about to go to bed. So I would rather try to avoid using those products at night. And then the next one to help me stay consistent is displaying products in front of me. I'm working on it. So basically just have my lotion, my sanitizer. Like I have a mini sanitizer here that I'm finishing. This is 1,000 Wishes by Bath and Body Works. It has maybe 1 or 2 more uses left, but yeah, just have it in front of me so I can use it. Share progress with the internet so others can hold me accountable. So I want to tell the world, to tell the internet, to tell my subscribers, to tell my viewers that this is something that's important to me and I want to be held accountable. Okay, the next section of contingency plan is when to stop panning a product. So I have 3 reasons listed here. If something causes more stress than joy, I can declutter it. And then the next thing is there's very little left that's actually usable. So I don't think I'm going to cut up tubes of lotion. I see people on Reddit, on YouTube do that, where they'll like slice a lotion bottle from Bath and Body in half to get every little bit out or to prove that it's finished. I don't know, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to feel pressured to, hurt myself cutting something. Like it just, like, not for me. So as soon as I can get as much as I can out, with squeezing a bottle or whatever, that's it. If there's only a little bit left that's on the rims, it's going to be forever. It's going to take me forever to get that product out. I'm just going to pan it. The third reason to stop panning a product is a product has dried out or the formula has changed. So that includes expiration. So anything expired, dried out, it just doesn't smell the same, doesn't work the same. And I also created an exit plan for this. So I have 3 points here for the exit plan. Number 1, watch my videos back. And then, and by exit plan, I mean by the end of the year of 2026, I watch the videos that I've recorded back. And then that'll help me notice which categories felt satisfying versus draining. And then also review my wish list as well. I do plan on having a growing wish list. There's a lot of things I was going to buy in the last couple months and I didn't. So they're going to live on a list for 2027, the beginning of 2027. I'll decide if I want those I still want those items. And then another part of the exit plan is to review the no buy plan. So, once I'm done, I can just look over at the no buy plan and see if I want to do it again. So, yeah, so that is that is my little update. Um, so yeah, my YouTube channel is taking a turn I didn't expect it to. I'm really hoping I can stick to this. This is really important to me to change my behavior. Um, stop being a victim of really good and powerful marketing. And yeah, I'm hoping you guys keep me accountable. If you have any suggestions or tips, let me know. Behind me, I actually made this little sign here. It says no checkout required. And I put, this is so silly, but I put a sign on the front of my office door that reads grand opening. So I'm treating my space, my office here, like a store. So I have all my stationery out and my techie gadget stuff on this table, and then I have my beauty and other stationery products, my purses, things like that on this table. So I'm hoping to use up all of the things behind me. Now, one thing that I'm thinking about for my wish list is maybe in 2027 getting new curtains. I think like pink satin curtains with the floral sheer layer would look really, really pretty. So that's for 2027. Let me know your thoughts on that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not the best when it comes to design, but I try my best. So yeah, so this is a weird video for me to make for my channel. This is still an unboxing channel, but it's also my digital diary. This is what I do for fun. It's relaxing. And right now I'm using it for productivity. So I'm hoping this does something to help me with my goals. And if it helps any of you out there, that would be great too. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.